Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time ever in the known history of mankind, there is a major Category 4 hurricane in the tropical Atlantic in June. And this is a possible danger to Texas, definitely Mexico, the Yucatan Peninsula, and Grenada and the islands above it. So if you're in any of those areas, I would be paying attention. Yeah, I agree with Content Weather Guy. We are officially out of control weather-wise. While we look for lightning, wind, hail, and spin-ups, I really think the flash flood threat via training cells needs more attention. So yeah, if you are up along the coast today, you got some nasty weather coming your way. And also if you're in this spot right here. So yeah, the weather today is super duper hot and wild. Plus, the weather this week is going to be nasty, unstable, and a bit dangerous. And then about 8 days from now, there is a possibility Texas will be getting its first official hurricane landfall of 2024 hurricane season, which I don't have to tell you is a bad sign. You know, this is only one run. Some models are taking it south into like Corpus Christi, San Antonio area. Some models are taking it into Mexico. We'll have to stay tuned because a lot can change in the next 8 days. Here is the latest look at the 12Z GEPS tracks, where they just basically combined and mean them out, which would, put Texas in the danger zone. But there is a chance that it'll hit South Texas or go into Mexico. But if the high ridge pressure gives up the ghost in any areas, the hurricane will try to turn north. And that is bad news for people along the coast. And definitely if you are in these islands down south, or you are in the Yucatan Peninsula, this thing is going to be bad news. If you notice, it has it predicted here at like 993, and I think right now, like I said, we're already at Category 4 strength, so it's stronger than models have been modeling. Then there's also a potential hurricane behind Beryl, which we'll have to deal with and do it all over again, probably. And then you got Duck Head possible severe weather tomorrow, and then Giant Foot severe weather in the areas that have been getting hit really hard the day after tomorrow. Yeah, so there is a lot going on. So I'm going to ask you to stay cool, stay prepared, and stay non-political weather woke. It is now officially halfway through 2024. And we did the easy half. Now we got to make it through the tough half. All right, but this ain't our first battle. So I got faith in you. In this weird, wild world we call planet Earth. Well, it rolled out the barrel, and it has a chance to make it to Category 5, which is the highest of all categories. And the weather's pretty severe and dangerous and wild and sci-fi movie-like across the world. Here, you have a water spout in Southwest Florida. Wait, where'd you go? You're making me look like a fool. Come back, water spout. Pretty please. Maybe it's like a ghost water spout. Or maybe if you squint your eyes, you can see it. This ain't helping. How long is this video? 16 seconds. Nobody's got the time, man. Oh, look at, there you go. Well, that's not scary at all. Wasn't worth the wait. All right, U.S. military bases in Germany, Italy, Romania, and Bulgaria raised their threat level to Charlie due to possible threat. That's not good. Remember, during the second half of the year, we're going to have a major U.S. election. We've already had a total solar eclipse, which has disrupted the current weather flow. We're going to be gearing up to solar maximum. Right now, there are 15 sunspots on the sun, which I think is the highest sunspot count we've had yet. Jumping back to Hurricane Beryl, a major sailboat exodus from Grenada is underway as Hurricane Beryl approaches. Yeah, get out of there, dude. And remember, some models show it coming past the Yucatan Peninsula is still a major hurricane. Yeah, earthquake swarm at Kilauea in Hawaii. And you've got like super major, massive, nasty flooding in China. I think Switzerland. I think Italy. And some other places. But I mean, it's like really, really, really bad. Yeah. You had China do a static rocket fire test for one of their new rockets, which means they nail it to the ground and then see how strong the engine will fire. But it didn't stay nailed to the ground and it rocketed into the sky when it wasn't supposed to and then came back down in a big explosion. Yeah, it's like there's crazy shit all over all the time now. All right, so man, I'm bad with the videos at the moment. Hopefully you'll forgive me. So here's the rocket that wasn't supposed to launch. That launched, and I was like, "Oh, where am I going?" Yeah, I didn't have any plans. I didn't think this through. Probably just fall back to Earth and take a nap. It's crazy, dude. But I'd like to take this time to say, do what you can to avoid World War III. Stay cool. And I don't know, with Biden looking not up to the task at the debate, as of now, the Civil War has been canceled, which takes a load off my shoulders. Here is I-29 and I-680 looking north from Pottawatomie County Emergency Management. I don't even know where that is. I'm guessing it's in like Minnesota or Iowa. Maybe it's in New Mexico. I don't know. It's definitely, I wouldn't drive down that highway for sure. Man, and I'm going to try not to say some dumb shit like, oh, I want to cuddle because of the doom or whatever, you know? Hey, you know, trees give us oxygen. And when you make mistakes with your C-1 plane, they will catch you and you will not die. This guy only had minor injuries. Boom. One of my favorite jokes over the 12 years at THORnews is every time they're like, we're looking for water on Mars. I'm like, well, yeah, why don't you go where the snow is? You'll probably find it there. But here it just looks like big milk. What if there are giant cats underground in Mars? Here's major flooding in New Mexico. Well, I missed the interesting part of the video again. You're probably listening to this while you're crocheting or cooking biscuits. So I'll have to describe it to you. They're like trucks and vehicles stuck in the heavy rain and mud. There you go. Remember, we've got 2 areas to watch. It's not just Beryl, technically 3. This one over here is going to push rain and moisture into Mexico. Beryl's the one we're tracking, and then the one we're behind it, we're looking at a double barrel hurricane shotgun, y'all. As I mentioned before, super catastrophic flooding in Swiss Alps overnight. Reports of villages cut off, severe damage to critical infrastructure, and people are missing. Now, we're watching bridges get destroyed in 2024 at an anomalous level. I think this is Italy. I guess I should scroll up. Oh. This is, yeah, it's Italy. But, I mean, smoke if you got them. And definitely hug somebody you love. Look at that lightning just ripping across Europe. Yeah, I ain't never seen the Swiss Alps like this. It's pretty bad. Shout out to Asteroid Fight Club. We survived again. We're really good at that. Man, water is very powerful. It can take your SUV and float it down the river like it was a rubber ducky. Woof. That's got the look to it. Yeah. Federico, the Federale, Pavan. More giant hail from Piemonte. I don't even know what that is. Anyway, they had giant hail in Piemonte. If that hits you in the head, it's going to leave a lump. More footage from Switzerland. It almost makes you think that like there's a giant... What's the name of the chocolate factory leader? Willy Wonka. Man, my brain is rapivating? Whatever. It's like there's a giant Willy Wonka turning everything into chocolate rivers. But no, that's not the case. That's rain and mud. in Switzerland. This is China. That's bad. Somebody's like, my refrigerator, whatever that is. When asked how people like their barbecue, no one ever says wet. You know what I'm saying? They may say with barbecue sauce, with pickles, with onions. Nobody ever says, yeah, make my barbecue wet. How do you feel about an Australian anomaly? And no, we're not talking about Anna Taylor-Joy. All right. Take a guess where this flooding is at. If you guess Poland, you guessed correct. Those cars are all Polish. All right. And most of the resale car dealerships, when they try to sell cars, are going to try not to tell people that they had flood damage. Or is that just jaded, cynical me? This is Malaysia. Why don't somebody build a submarine car? Yeah, well, if you were on weather Twitter, you would have heard like 35 different people say this has never happened or this is super anomalous in 35 different ways. And I'm on the third floor, so I'm safe from the floods, but I'm so fat I could die of a heart attack anytime. I got to get in shape. Taylor Troglodyne. So far, September is really living up to its climatology. Matt Lanza, absolutely insane for June. Tyler Stanfield, no relation to Haley Steinfeld. Can't be overstated how anomalous this is. Anyway, buckle up. It's going to be anarchy. And if I gave you too much weather and not enough dystopia, here you go. AI doing its best to render gymnastics. Oh, and it's wow. Yeah. Is art? Whoa. Was that rated PG-13 or rated R? Anywho, this creepy. But I thought I'd share it with you. Because sometimes, whoa, yep, wow. Man, it'd be hard to fight one of those things. No, I'm not mad at you, artificial intelligence. I wouldn't want to fight you. I was just saying that if some point you were mad at us, you probably have some clever tactics. Whoa. And I just made a bunch of them. Weird, yeah? Wow. Strange days indeed. Hey, is that Alec Baldwin in the back? Or maybe it just looks like him. He's probably deep fake. And yeah, California, you may get really, really hot at some point in time soon. All right, wrapping this one up. I'll do another update somewhere between 8 and 10 tonight. Okay, God bless everyone. Super duper stay cool. Have a wonderful weekend. Have a wonderful summer. And God bless everyone.